Hi and welcome to day 3 of Figuary. The idea is that you watch the daily guidance video here at Love Life Drawing and then go to the Croquis Cafe channel and do their daily practice session. On day 2 we talked about the story of the pose. What's the essential information that you need to get across in the drawing? Today we're going to get more specific. Often the core of the story can be found in how the shoulders and the rib cage mass relate to the pelvis. It's in the torso. So however you draw, it's often going to be useful to ensure you get the angles of the line across the shoulders, the line of the spine, or on the front, the line through the center of the torso, like through the belly button down to the crotch, from the middle of the collarbones, and the line of the pelvis, the line that runs around the torso at the top of the pelvis. You may already be looking for these lines, especially if you've gone through our beginner series, because that's what the Stickman was based on. But what we're going to do today is go deeper. The point of today, day 3, is to push those curves and those angles, because people very, very often reduce those curves and angles. So let's take a look at an example from someone that we've been giving some support to with tuition. His name's Kasim and he's a really good learner. He has a great eye for drawing. It's just been really fun giving him some support with his drawing. Now at the beginning, he didn't yet know how to tackle figures. He was drawing figures like this, so pretty good, but a little bit stiff, and he was reducing the angles in the pose, making them less dynamic, because it's safer that way, and a lot of people do that. So the first thing that I asked him to do was just to focus on torsos and to go for it with those angles, and he started to make improvements. So the first attempt he did this. It was an improvement, but he was still really underdoing a lot of the angles in the pose. So I asked him to push again, to repeat it. And he did, and things really started to come together more. And he started to draw the torso like this, doing justice to those angles. And from there, we could move on to including the head and the arms and so on. Just before we continue, a request to spread the word about Figuary. Let anyone you know that's interested in life drawing about this 28 days of practice and the Love Life Drawing channel and the Croquis Cafe channel. Also, let us know how Figuary is going for you in the comments below and use the hashtag Figuary on Instagram. So the point is especially to compare the angle of the shoulder line against the line running across the pelvis. And they're often opposing, especially if there's some twist in the torso. And if they are, emphasize that, because that juxtaposition of the shoulder angle against the pelvis, that's going to be a really, really crucial part of the pose if that is there. So the lesson for today is to go for it with these angles. You know that there's a tendency to reduce the angles, make things less interesting, less dynamic. So go deeper. If you're going to go one way or the other, go deeper, go bolder with the angles. So I hope you enjoy your practice session and I'll see you tomorrow.